Easy to get bogged down trying to find the optimal plan for the change, the fastest way to lose weight, the program to build muscles, the perfect idea for side hustle. We are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we can never get around to take action. As a great philosopher said, the best is the enemy of good. It is referred to as the difference between being in motion and taking actions. These two ideas sound similar, but they are not same. When you are in motion, you are planning and strategizing and learning. Those are all good things, but they don't produce a result. Action, on another hand, is a type of behavior that will deliver an outcome. If I outline 20 ideas for articles I want to write, that's motion. If actually sit down and write an article, that's action. If I search for a better diet plan and read a few books on the topic, that's motion. If I actually eat a healthy meal, that's action. Sometimes motion is helpful and useful, but it will never produce an outcome by itself. It doesn't matter how many times you walk or talk to the personal trainer, that motion will never give you ever. Only the action of working out will take you to your desired goal. If you want to master a behavior, the key is to start with repetition, not with perfection. You don't need a map to find out every feature. Repeating a habit leads to a clear physical change in the brain. Of course, the importance of repetition in establishing habits was recognized long before neuroscientists began poking around. I'm learning to speak a new language, to play on a musical instrument, or to perform unaccustomed movements. Great difficulty is felt because the channels through which each session has to pass have not become established. Automaticity is the ability to perform a behavior without thinking about each step, which occurs when the non conscious minds take over. In practice, it doesn't matter how long it takes for a habit to become automatic. What matters is that you take the actions you need to take to make progress. Whether an action is fully automatic is less important. To build a habit, you need to practice it. And the most effective way to make practice happen is to adhere to the third law of behavior, that is, make things easy. Energy is precious and the brain is wired to conserve it whenever possible. It is human nature to follow that law of least effort, which states that when deciding between two similar options, people will naturally gravitate towards the option that requires less amount of work. Out of all possible actions we could take, the one that is realized is the one that delivers the most value for the least work. We are motivated to do what is easy. Every action requires a certain amount of energy. The more the energy required, the less likely it is to occur. If your goal is to do 100 push-ups per day, that's a lot of energy. In the beginning, when you are motivated and excited, you can muster the strength to get started. But after a few days, such a massive effort feels exhausting. Meanwhile, sticking to a habit of doing one push up per day requires almost no energy to get started. And the less energy a habit requires, the more it is likely to occur. Look at any behavior that fills up much of your life, and you will see that it can be performed with very low levels of motivation. Habits like scrolling on your phone, checking email, and watching television steal so much of your time because they can be performed almost without zero effort. They are remarkably convenient. In a sense, every habit is just an obstacle to getting what you really want. Dieting is an obstacle to getting fit. Meditation is an obstacle to feel calm. Journaling is an obstacle to think clearly. You don't actually want the habit itself. You want the outcome, which a habit delivers. The greater the obstacle, that is, the more difficult the habit, and the more friction there is between you and your desired end state. This is why it is crucial to make your habits so easy that you will do them even when you don't feel like it. If you can make your good habits more convenient, you will be more likely to follow through them. One of the most effective ways to reduce friction associated with your habit is to practice environment design. Practice design is a method for making cues more obvious for your environment to make action easier.